Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the month of October. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on your reading. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with some goddess energy to sort of tie you into like what I think is like going on out there right now. So we have here Gaia Kali, the goddess. Okay, so very like spiritual energy that I'm picking up on. I just feel like also at the same time, it's like a repressed sort of energy, which is like, that makes no sense, right? Because this is the goddess of Tantra and transformation. Okay. Um, she occupies a unique, mysterious place, often referred to as the hidden Kali. Her presence speaks to historic and transformative um, probably like powers. Yeah, she's a badass goddess, okay, of tantra and transformation and power. And I think this hidden Kali is what's like you're feeling right now, Sagittarius. Is like she's the goddess of destruction and rebirth. So I feel like you're feeling this energy right now because you're like you're hiding that Kali inside of you. And this is for spiritual seekers, ascetics, and devotees of Tantra. Gaia Kali offers a path of inner awakening, an invitation to embrace what is hidden within, the unacknowledged fears, suppressed desires, and potential for profound liberation. Okay, Sagittarius. And I think that's really important for you to like tune into in this month of October, because this month of October is really a time for you to not hide yourself anymore, okay, and to express yourself more, okay. um so I think that's the energy that you're feeling at this time. Now, I also have this Ten of Wands energy. So I think that, there is a person here who understands that you're dealing with like a great amount of stress or burdens, that, you don't really know how to like handle it all. So you're trying the best you can. And I think it's important to note also like these little ants here, that it's like a close up view of them. They don't look so tiny and small. And ants are a really interesting creature because they actually can hold like a lot of weight for their tiny little structures, their tiny little bodies, okay. And I think you're able to hold a great deal as well. But that's what's like hindering you, Sagittarius. That's what's keeping you from really expressing yourself. Okay. Now we have the High Priestess. Okay. This is an energy of intuitiveness, and she doesn't want you to suppress yourself anymore. She doesn't want you to hide yourself anymore. She wants you to really fully tap into your powers here. Okay. And I feel like you have to like sacrifice a lot of who you are and what you want in order to like fit in to this like mold or this structure of what other people expect of you, or other people might not. I feel like other people who are trying to like keep you in this like restrictive hidden phase that you're not like you're bound to. Okay, the High Priestess is a complete opposite of that. She literally is like the veil lifting. She sees right into what is true, and she can see why the veil offers a sort of protection. So if you don't know about the veil, I have the Unveiled Tarot for you here, okay? And that's where I'm getting this card from, this Ten of Wands card, okay? And this is a window into what is actually happening. Yes, you have great strength, Sagittarius. Yes, you have all these abilities to hold this enormous amount of, feel like, pressure, okay? Um, but you don't. The high priestess is like literally like stop with the pressure. Like stop pressuring yourself. Okay? And it's October, so it's, you know, the veil is lifting, and that's like a spiritual um you know, metaphor for, you know, being able to tap into um, certain energies that you would not otherwise be able to tap into so immensely if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, Halloween is approaching, and that is like in the pagan traditional sense, that is when you can like basically touch, okay, or feel, however it resonates with you, um, otherworldly energies and entities. And yes, it can be scary, but I feel like that's your release. Okay. Um, so this is a really interesting deck. So it says, pull aside the veil and take a closer look at the tarot you thought you knew. Okay. So basically, the card images and award-winning artist Jesse Lonergan's Unveiled Tarot are pictures within pictures, emphasizing the multifaceted archetypes that animate all tarot decks. With humor, heart, and style, this 80-card deck and accompanying guidebook add dimension and depth that allow you, whether a beginner or expert reader, to deepen your practice. Okay, so I'm gonna use some other cards here as well, but what you're tapping into right now is how you can release yourself from that, like, I feel like that burden that you feel like you're like holding on to so much. Okay. And those burdens of others as well. So yeah, we have the Six of Wands, and we have Justice and Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. These are all cards that are reminders that your victory is here, that it's time for you to celebrate. It's time for you. These are all wands. This is interesting too, because this is Wands, Queen of Wands, and Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a queen as well. So, yeah, like the Queen of Wands is this movie director, but she's also a queen sitting on her throne. You're directing your own life, and I think it's like important to remind yourself that you are directing your own life, and that there are going to be energies that come in and that want to try to keep you from feeling this way. They want to keep you like from feeling this victory. But you have already won. You've already been crowned. Like Sagittarius, you're already queen. You're already high priestess. You're already of that essence of that goddess that is safe. So, I mean, yeah, there is someone here that is like coming in that is also, I feel like, supporting you. And this could be a soulmate energy, Knight of Wands. Okay, this is someone who really holds you in high regard. Notice how there's a lot of wands in this reading. Okay, so I'm going to read you something about wands here. Because I think it's important to note that wands are coming like through a lot here very strongly for you. Okay. And also I'm going to read you something about the high priestess energy as well. Okay. Okay, so wands here, they're the landscape of elemental fire. Okay. Imagine the feeling of fire, a spark in the night, a flickering flame, the heat of raging inferno. Wands are passion, drive, and excitement. The kingdom of fire rules erotic sexuality. It reflects our callings and chosen careers. It is the energy waking us in the morning and the flood of sensations overtaking us when caught in the heat of the moment. It is our spirituality, our drive, and our ultimate destiny as fire propels the energy of our life. Okay, that's the thing here. Is like Ten of Wands is often, I find, described as like burdens, right? But if you look deeper here, okay, I'm thinking of the movie A Bug's Life with the ants, and like I feel like you're a lot like that, you know, person who like you're the princess in that movie. Like, I know it's a Disney movie and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but the princess, she has a lot of like weight to carry around because she has to protect her community, her tribe of ants from the evil grasshoppers, from taking all their food because they don't want to starve in the winter. And I feel like you have a very similar, like, responsibility, Sagittarius, for a role, or that's your role as a leader, as, a high priestess, as a goddess, as a princess. Like, your job is to make sure everyone else is okay, but then who's looking after you? And the wands are like this repressed, like fiery, passionate energy that you have to keep repressing because you have to deal with all this other people's their energy, right? Their repression, their aggravation, their suppressed passions. They're all putting that on you. Okay? So it's much larger scale than just, like gathering and harvesting food. It's like gathering and harvesting people's energy, and the fiery passion and energy that you feel projected onto you isn't like a fiery passionate energy that's like helping ignite you. It's like suppressing you. So you have to release that, and then you have to go and tap into your high priestess energy once again. Okay, you have to remember your place. You have the other worker ants to do things for you, and also you have someone here, this Knight of Wands. While he might not have like a highly dignified role such as yourself, he still is someone who really admires you and believes in you, and his ideas and thoughts may be unconventional, but there's still passion behind them. Okay, and that passion is for you. Okay, and I feel like you're taking the lead here and you're directing this here. This energy of where, like, I'm not saying don't, deal with your responsibilities and don't make sure everything's okay, so that, you don't want things falling apart that you've worked so hard already to build. But sometimes, again, you have to like release yourself just a little bit, enough to where you're feeling good about yourself and you're feeling where you're meant to go and where you're meant to be. So we have the high priestess energy. Once upon a time, is there a more potent phrase in storytelling? Our ears perk up and we prepare to dig into a good story. Stories offer us insight, escapism, options, opinions, ideas. Stories sometimes show us how to live when they gift us with solutions we can apply. Tarot is the ultimate storytelling device because the cards hold infinite interpretations. You'll encounter different combinations, revealing multiple possibilities for all your questions. Over time, you'll discover repeating cards that act like markers for your life, reflecting strong themes. Every card contains useful bits of information you can use to apply to your life journey. Anyone can read tarot. You don't need special powers to read the cards. You're already a master storyteller. Allow the tarot to become your storytelling tool. We are all narrators who assign meaning to everything that happens to us. We all possess sensitive, intuitive abilities. It is what makes us human. Trust yourself and your imagination as you approach the cards. Enjoy the experience without the fear of getting it wrong. And that's the whole beauty of it. Is like, you're not going to get anything wrong out of this pursuit for more passion in your life. The Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, all passion, all victory cards, all cards of power, all cards of leaning yourself into more of what it is that you want to do with yourself. Okay. And yeah, so basically, go with your first instinct. What catches your attention on the card? Tell your story. Choose a single symbol and interpret it as an answer. What does the symbol on the card mean to you? Read the image like you are telling a story to a child, and trust your gut. Okay? So those are important key factors to remember when you are listening to a reading, when you pick up your own tarot deck and start looking at the images and start interpreting them in your own words, in your own mind, in your own consciousness. Okay, now to get back to, I just felt like it was important to share that with you, Sagittarius, because it's like, I feel like a lot of readings often forget like the fact that I don't know about anybody else, but I personally feel like reading tarot helps other people to understand their life better, but like also helps them to understand how and why it's so important to be the narrator for your own story and to not let other people direct your life. The Queen of Wands, she's a fiery, passionate goddess. Okay, she doesn't want other people directing her life for her. She's in the director's chair, okay, in the director's seat there. So and the Six of Wands is, a knight returning from winning a victorious battle, and there's a queen. Okay, you see queen riding on the horse there. Okay, so getting back here to why this energy is so like goddess empowerment. So be that person you want to be in your life and not be afraid of it. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So the reason you're feeling like almost like pushed because wands are very like pushy energies. I feel like the reason why you're feeling pushed to release burdens here and feel empowered again is because you are unfolding. You are like almost like you were like you're just opening your heart up again to feeling something again, something like I feel like you're opening your heart again to feeling like self-love, self-worth, worthy of love, worthy of attention, like positive attention, beautiful intentions, um, things of that nature. Um, yeah, wow. It's just going to be a very transformative time for you. Let me see what else we have here. I'm going to get you some Dream Keepers cards because I just got a message that dreams are really important to pay attention to this month for October. So I'm going to get you some of those cards here. And hopefully that will explain more about this Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this person is trying to teach you something. Ace of Wands, see, there it is, the Wands energy again. Yeah, this person wants you to spark that creative, fiery spark inside of you. Like they're looking through a keyhole. They don't have like a huge, like, point of view or a huge, like, perspective on like what you're going through or how you feel, but they don't need it. They don't need to have it because I think they've already seen it. They've already, like, they can just look through a keyhole and they see you and they know who you are and they know what you're about. And it's like you got this cauldron brewing here. You're an alchemist, you make potions. You have a whole like array of like a collection of potions and mixtures and elixirs, and it's something that they see that when they look through this keyhole here. So they might not necessarily be able to like reach you on a like a I don't know if they're able to reach you fully on a like mm, one two-dimensional level, or maybe they are. I don't know. I think it's more I feel like let me get some more cards because I want to know. Oh my god, it's the Lover's card. What, Sagittarius? Yeah, this is definitely soulmate energy. Okay, but you know I think that this person, like, they want you to, like, they want to be with you, okay? Um, Seven of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Look, there's like a little ballerina dancing. Yeah. They can maybe reach you more on like a subconscious level. Maybe they're appearing in your dreams. Maybe they can see a vision of you that you haven't fully seen for yourself. Like, they believe in you already, but maybe they're waiting for you to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's that type of energy. Um, yeah, and I think what could be separating you guys if you're not together just yet. Oh, look at this. King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands. Yeah, they want you. Here's the King of Wands. Yeah, they want you to continue with that spark of creativity and passion, and they want you to keep that going, that momentum going. King of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who's very like emotionally in tune to you, and probably has their own intuitiveness that they can feel and sense out when you want to be with them. But at the same time, it's like this is happening on a very like dreamlike consciousness. So it's not happening like, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm just saying like it hasn't happened on like a physical level yet. It's only happened on like a subconscious level, or an emotional intuitive type of level yet. Like you built up that emotional connection, but I don't know if you've built up like the physical intimacy and hasn't like manifested yet. But I'm not saying it can't. I think you're still progressing toward that more passionate, more creative side of yourself, and that is what is keeping you going, and that's what's moving you forward and giving you momentum to be happy and be content with what you're doing and who you want to be with and all that stuff. So that's my message for you, Sagittarius. Love and light always. Keep those sparks of passion igniting. Alrighty. Take care now. Bye.